Double Swoosh is a pretty goofy map, with a lot of weird stuff happening, like the Power 1 Otis being picked, or a Doug, Daryl, and Kit all being drafted at a competitive level. However, one thing that has never happened in this map is someone playing Chuck here seriously. So today I asked 5 different YouTubers, including a Chuck Pro, to give me their Chuck setup for this map. And we're going to be testing out and seeing how it goes. Make sure to like, subscribe, and join the Discord, and make sure to have some fun. Alright, so hopping into the first setup, we got my goat Joyboy here. I think this setup basically prioritizes control of the middle, like just getting control of the middle. So you can see him kind of getting set up there, getting some nice hits. We are losing by a little bit, and I do end up eventually going down, but that's fine, going down early as a Chuck, because you're going to get set up. He managed to pick up a double kill right here, which is, of course, always going to be very useful. Now, Chuck's really good into short range brawlers, as you can see there, but this is where the main disadvantage of the comp comes out. If you're going to try and take control of the middle, you need some way to escape with the gems. As you can see, I supered right into the right lane and I died, which is not ideal at all. So even with a hypercharge pushing up the map, I'm not able to do anything. There's no aggressive pressure, no way for me to get the gems. I'm just kind of there. I'm just kind of existing in the middle of the pole. So all the enemies have to do is play a little bit passively, know where I am at all times, know my supercharge, and I'm kind of cooked, to be honest. So for Joyboy, for his setup, I'm going to give that a 4 out of 10.
Alright, so moving on to our next YouTuber, we have Avi. So this is his setup, just gonna get set up here. But it works really well with Chuck because it allows him to kind of set up his posts faster, which allows him to get into the game. So Avi's setup, I think, is, and he's a Chuckman by the way, he should know a good setup. I feel like that's actually a pretty decent setup, to be honest. You have a lot of aggressive pressure, you have pressure down the middle of the map, on the gem mine. And honestly, this game, I probably played this extremely bad. I was playing it like a gem carrier, so I was just getting gems. And honestly, despite that, I was working pretty well. I was getting kills, getting lots of cracks. But yeah, I was playing the gem carrier and I made a really bad mistake there and kind of died to the BB. Basically donated every single one of my gems, which was questionable to say the least. But yeah, I think the main drawback with this setup is the fact that you can't get anywhere from spawn. You can get spawn trapped using this setup really easily because you don't have any quick posts that you can kind of get up the map from. So I think that's the main issue with this. But other than that, it's a pretty good setup, to be honest. And by the way, this game I played horrendously. I don't think I played this one good at all. Regardless, I'm gonna give this setup a cheeky little 7 out of 10.
Alright, so moving on to my goat Walkism right here. This is his setup, and it's kind of similar to Avi's setup as well, actually. But yeah, let's just put our post down real quick. So, I'm not really sure. The setup is decent, I think. I don't know why he has, 3 posts, right next to each other in the bush. Definitely, I think if you move those posts, further and use the range that they give you, then it'll definitely be a better setup. But right now, it's kind of mid, yeah, and it has the same problem as before, where you can't get to the middle directly from spawn. It's kind of annoying. I think I lost this game though. I don't know how I managed to sell this. Oh right, yeah, I see it now. I think Mortis came and kind of killed us. But yeah, you can see here, the problem with this setup is there's no way to get to spawn quickly. There's no way to get some kills, and you're not really fully covering that bush. Only really covering that middle part there. But yeah, that's all for Walkism setup. I think it's good. I don't think it's as good as Avi's setup from before, so I'm gonna give it a little 6 out of 10. Alright, so now we're moving on to the absolute GOAT, Moyo. So, he's kind of goated. His setup's pretty good as well, can't lie. Before I died there, but his setup's still pretty good. Now, I did have to like move some stuff around to get the poles to actually connect, but once I did that, his setup was good. Like, it formed like kind of box around the left hand side of the map, and like no one could push up there. Like, it was just brilliant. Genuinely, one of the best setups I've seen for Chuck. If I didn't already have my own setup, this would probably be the one that I would use. So, Moyo's secretly a Chuck main, I guess? Something like that. But this is a brilliant Chuck setup. If you want to like kind of play Chuck as like a kill kind of brawler in gem grab, and like trying to get kills, go ahead use the setup. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. And yeah, good job, Moyo. Alright, the time has finally come. I'm going to show you my setup. The setup I thought of while I was dreaming. So, I can't be asked to talk, so I'm just gonna play some edit music. Have fun.